from a female perspective, I want to ask you this. This ain't got nothing to do with you, but I want to ask you this. I think you'll give me a good perspective on this. Now, I don't want to pinpoint Chicago because a lot of people, they DM me and say, "True, you always talking about Chicago." But like I tell them, YouTube is focused on this place, okay? Rappers might be blackballed in the industry, but they ain't blackballed on YouTube, okay?
I heard you say that on your interview, on your little blog, YouTube blog the other day. I forgot who it was about, but I remember you saying that.
Yeah, they love these guys out here. I want to ask you, why don't these murders of all these rappers, not even rappers, just everyday civilians, why don't murders be solved out here? The no snitching shit that strong?
Man, not only the no snitching, it's just so many. Like, it's a lot. Like, and do people even want to be cops anymore? Like, is there enough cops and detectives to, like, they're wilding. Like, I had to take the Citizen app off of my phone and, like, because I don't want to see that. I be in the house. If I'm not at work, I'm in the house. Like, so I feel pretty safe. I feel like I don't need that on my phone. Like, yeah. But it's just so many. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the answers. But that's just my take on it, I guess.
You weren't always this even killed, though, You did have a point in time when you was hard-headed growing up and shit.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I was a mess. I'm just getting into my grown stage. Like, in the last 3 years is when I really was like, girl, you need to get it together. Like, grow up. I realized life was really short. My best friends had only 28 years on earth, like, and I'm here to see 29, like, you know what I mean?
Not to cut you off, but how did the 28 years get cut?
The car accident.
Oh, the car accident.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. Yep. So it's like, I'm blessed to see 29 and hopefully 30, and
What advice do you got for young ladies out here? Because there's a lot of young ladies, It's like every year another young lady get 15, 16, get the feeling herself and shit. What advice do you give to these young ladies growing up out here? Because you done seen a lot, you know a lot. Sometimes they don't want to hear from somebody real old. They can hear from somebody that looks young like them,
Listen. I'm at the point where I understand why people tell you the things, and I was told something really dope. Like, sometimes you gotta look past the messenger and just listen to the message. Like, and I look back, like, I've been blessed that I've avoided a lot of things because I learned from people's lessons. But I also look at the certain things that I have gone through that if I would have just listened, I wouldn't have had to maybe go through that. Or maybe not even assume. Like, I feel like I really lost my innocence really young.
Right.
Really young, partially because I didn't listen. And it was, well, if you don't tell me why not, I'm going to go find out. But it's like, no, like, don't. But everyone got their own journey, too, so.
Right.
I think it's really just listen, though. I know that sounds so simple, but...
Well, listen, I think that's a big key.
I've learned to shut up. Like, I used to be so quick to talk and shut down people's advice. And I'm like...
Don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, because... Right. No, you're not going to tell me, right. But... just listen.
No, I get it. I ain't going to hold you too long, Ms. A, but I do want your opinion on a few more topics in the culture. I think you got a good perspective. So I want to ask your opinion on some topics in the culture that don't involve you, but I want to know what Ms. A think about these things, okay? Before we get into that, I want to ask you if you can tell me in your pick, Sasha Go Hard or Katie Got Bands. Who you pick?
I don't know either one of them. I've encountered, like, just... Okay. But, so this is completely, like...
Completely. Who's more...
Yes, who I rock with the most.
I want to hear.
I like Katie.
And why?
'Cause why not?
Right.
Like, what? She, as far as I know, she was the first that I seen do it.
Right.
That I seen. You know what I mean? That's who I knew as like the queen of drill, who a pioneer as far as the ladies, even just a pioneer in the drill. Drill's not that old.
Facts.
That's fairly new.
That's real.
So yeah, she's one of the pioneers, if you ask me.
Okay, we're gonna go Katie got banned.
Katie got banned.
And I've been seeing on a lot of things lately. It seemed like the world starting to recognize Katie now.
Yeah, she just did. She was on a Nicki track. Like what? That's dope to me. I'm sorry, because I be feeling like people be trying to like count her out. Like when really people fuck with Katie. Yeah. Like her name ain't bells.
Facts. So
but it's not to take away from Sasha Go Hard either. I know she was like doing her thing overseas.
Legend in the shit too.
What? Yes, for sure. And that overseas money, you check a real bag overseas from what I heard. So they both doing their own thing though, and just keep it cute.
Okay, I got one that's tough.
Oh no.
I'm gonna ask you this one. It's a tough one now, and I want you to be honest with me. Mm-hmm. Von or Duck? Yeah, I need to know now. I need to know. This is a hard one now. I put you on the edge on that one.
Hey, you caught me off guard. I thought you prepared me for this interview.
I kept that one now. Von or Duck? And we ain't biting our tongue in here now. In the truth telling.
I really have to think about this though, because I really like them both. Like, it's just how I'm feeling. Like, sometimes I'm like, I ain't no street nigga for real, but sometimes I need to feel like one. You know what I mean? And Duck just take me there, like. But Von, like, he really be telling, like, he a storyteller. He was a storyteller, like, and like that fuck your nigga, fuck your man, whatever. That was my shit. Like, that kind of takes the cake, because I love that song. Like. You ask me what's my favorite Von song, I'm going to say fuck your man.
Okay.
I swear. But if I have to choose... why are you doing this to me?
I want to know from a female.
Because I'm not even going to lie. I'm probably finna get a lot of backlash for this. But, like, I'm the type... I'll play Von and Duck or Duck and Von back to back just because I love both. Like, they just go. Like, one savage to the next. Let's go.
If you had to pick one, and there's no disrespect to the other, you had to pick one right now.
I'm going to have to say Von, because of fuck your man.
Okay. Now, while you pick Von, I got a follow-up question. I got two follow-up questions, okay? And these are the questions that I'm going to ask you without being policey. Mm-hmm. But I am going to ask you these questions. First thing came to your news when you heard the news about Von, Lil Tim, Quando, Rondo. Von was shot outside of a hookah lounge in Atlanta. First thoughts came to your head.
I couldn't believe it. Because way before Von was known as a rapper, Von was known in the streets. Like, and I'm not even from the South Side. I've just kind of always dated, people from the South Side, and that are very involved in what was actively going on by complete accident. It wasn't like I went searching, but Von was known already. I didn't know Von as an artist. I knew him from the streets. So it was like someone got up with him. That's how I felt. Like, what? So that's how it was like unbelievable. I really didn't believe it.
I get you. I
was like, what?
Now to follow up with that one, the next question I want to ask, I'm going to ask you this one too without being policey. First thing came to your head when you heard FBG Duck was in the Gold Coast. Actually, that store is actually like 7 minutes from here. We can actually walk there. He was standing outside in the pandemic line. Police say 2 cars pulled up on him. 4 people hopped out, shot him multiple times. He lost his life. Video kind of went viral on the internet. First thoughts came to Miss A-Head.
Like, this has gone too far.
Right.
Like, when do it stop? Like, when you take when as Chicago, when Chicago takes a loss, it's like, all right, but then it's always the next one, all the time, all the time.